Alright, I'm Josh Tart, and this is the Paddle for Wells kayak tour, and I just wanted to show you how I pack my boat inside and out. So we're going to start. This is my Ocean Kayak Trident 15, and this here is all of my gear, and all of this gear goes inside the kayak. We'll start up here on the front. This goes in the nose of the kayak. I got Tide detergent. I got a belt for when I occasionally need to hold my pants up. Also, it works for tying dry bags together. Got all of my small electronics and accessories in the yellow dry bag. This bag is some of my toiletries, first aid kit, bike kit, and this green thing is my Eagle's Nest Outfitters hammock rainfly, and that all goes right there in the nose of the kayak, and that is my front hatch. And that hatch, right under the hatch, goes from top to bottom my towel, my kayak sail when I'm not using it, and then I've got two dry bags. One has my my hammock and my camping gear, and the green one has some clothes. And then that all goes right under that hatch. Behind the hatch, inside the kayak goes, I've got two compression sacks from Sea to Summit, and they're also waterproof. And then I've got another dry bag with my sleeping bag inside it. And so basically all of my camping gear and clothes and that sort of thing goes in the very front of the boat. Right behind there, which goes in my middle hatch that is between my legs, all my food goes right behind my sleeping bag, and that's in these three bags and this bag. And then behind that, right between my legs, goes my most important electronics, such as my laptop, phone, wires, and that's all inside this dry bag and other dry bags. On either side of that, and these sides inside, I have fresh oranges, fresh apples, and then also throughout the week, as I get clothes dirty, my dirty clothes, I just stuff inside the sides of the kayak. And then behind my seat, inside the kayak, goes my MSR water bags, which carries 3 gallons between these two, and then my extra Aquabound paddle, the Aquabound Swell. That was the paddle that got me this far. I've recently switched to the Aquabound Manta Ray carbon paddle. So that's all the gear that goes inside my kayak. Now I'll walk you through the deck of my kayak. In the very front, I have dock lines. In front of me, I have my charts, and these charts are just Delorme maps copied, and they're very useful because as a kayaker, I don't need to know so much what's in the water as what's on the land. So I don't have as much use for the nautical charts that big boats do. Right here I have my GoPro camera. I can mount that on various places on my kayak for photos and video. These are my leg sunscreens. Instead of using messy sunscreen, I can just use this UV protective material to cover my legs. And then right in between my legs, I carry my my still photo camera, which is also waterproof. And then I have my Surf to Summit seat, Expedition. Behind that, I have, in the back of that seat, I have a fishing ruler, a big floppy hat, a fillet knife, and a VHF radio, which is waterproof and floats. Directly behind me, I have a pee bottle. Sometimes you gotta pee right in the middle of while you're paddling, so it's easier than going to land. And then I have 3 boxes of fishing lures and gear. I have some monofilament leader material, and probably my most important deck piece is my waterproof shower radio. I can listen to tunes out on the kayak. And then directly behind that is my cooler system. I have my life preserver strapped in behind me, as well as some dry pants for rain. And my newest addition is my cooler system in the back of my tank well. This is the Igloo Cube Cooler. On top of it, I have my spot tracker. On each side, I have mounted are rod holders, and I carry 4 fishing rods with me. Some people ask me why I carry so many. I carry them because this big one, the heavy one with 50-pound braid on it, is for heavy trolling lures or for bigger saltwater fish. I've got a lighter medium rod, which is for casting, jigs and such. I have another medium rod with a little bit heavier 15-pound braid on it for fishing structure and for trolling. And then I have a smaller, light, ultralight rod for catching bait fish and small things. And so inside my cooler is some semi-dry storage with more fishing gear, all my deck water bottles, all my cooking gear, and that type of thing. All kinds of random things that I could need in the middle of the day. Directly behind my cooler, still in the tank well, I have a pot, one spoon, one frying pan, and that's essentially all of my cooking gear. I've got an IKEA bag that is useful for carrying lots of gear at one time. I've got a heavy-duty bike lock, and then on the back of my yak I have bungees that strap down extra rod holders, an extra pair of Crocs, 50 feet of extra line. I haven't used it yet, but this is a bilge pump in case water got inside my kayak. And then I also have a Yak Attack camera mount, full size. I have the Yak Attack VisiPro kayak light, as well as my Great Loop Association flag on there. And speaking of Yak Attack, I also have a smaller mount that I can put different places on my boat. And so that's basically my entire kayak. And I also have the rudder system from Ocean Kayak, which is a huge help in open water situations. And that's basically all my gear. All right there. And that's it.